Y'all being able to hear them.
Oh, how's it going? How are y'all doing?
Okay.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm doing okay. Deadman's Tome podcast. Your hosts, Mr. Deadman, Becky, and SK.
hey,
SK's here. What's going on, SK?
I am here. Hey, it's good to be back.
It's good to have you. It's good to have you back. It's been weird without you. It's been different.
Just what everyone wants to hear.
You know, you don't really know how valuable someone is until they're gone, you know? Right?
There's entire genres written about, films and books and poems about that very subject.
Yeah. And for good reason,
But
too.
he didn't say that about me when I was gone, did he? He said, no, it's awful
No,
quiet.
he said, "What, you were gone?"
We can party
Shut
now.
up.
Pants off
I
time.
love y'all too.
No, Becky, we love you. We gotta have you on. You're crucial to the show, too. But SK,
Absolutely.
I don't know.
You and your frogs.
Oh, yeah.
Me and my frogs.
Isn't that beautiful? The sound of the frogs in the background. That is because we are filming live. We're streaming live from a bar down at the bio.
This bar is so far into the swamp, it doesn't even have an address.
Oh, no. You're not going to be able to find us.
Or a name.
Nope.
And by the way, if I don't make it back, y'all, you know who to look at.
Yep.
Listen, Becky.
They fed me to the gator.
With your accent, you're likely to be the only one who does make it out.
Right?
They ain't letting me out.
No. Not at all. Becky, you're going to be okay. You'll survive down there at the bio. You'll survive here. Here are those frogs. They want you to join them. I don't know. Hey, actually, we get some frog legs. We can work on that, right?
Ooh.
You don't like frog legs?
You're gonna eat frog legs? Oh God, I've never tried them.
I've never had them either.
I saw my grandmother cook them once.
Oh, they are delicious.
And they kicked the lid off the skillet.
What?
They do. They do. They don't want to be cooked.
They jump the nerves when they get warm or hot. They move.
That is crazy.
It's disgusting.
I think
I was all set to eat it.
Like nope.
That's the most.
That's
beautiful
exactly
part.
what I said. I was like, hell no, that thing's still alive. I ain't biting it.
That's the best part, though. They're kicking till you fry them. Even when you fry them, after they're already dead, they're still kicking.
That's be like eating like live squid or some shit.
Oh, dude, I would eat live squid. I would eat live squid in a heartbeat.
Would you?
Yeah, I would. I would eat live squid.
Really?
Yeah.
How could you do that, though?
Just bite right into it. You just do it. You just use your mouth. You just bite right into it.
Yeah, in Asia.
But you don't think that it feels pain?
You know what? Cows feel pain when they get butchered, but you'll see me crying about it when I eat a burger or eat a steak. Becky?
But you're not out in the field biting them either.
Nope. But I could be. Hey, Becky. SK, I'm going to go ahead and take a shot. I'm going to take a shot because...
Pew, pew, pew. Not that kind of shot.
No. Not that kind of shot.
Wrong shot.
I want to take a shot.
What are we drinking tonight anyway?
Oh, I'm drinking just rum.
Ah.
I'm going Malibu tonight. It's cheap rum. Look at that. It's the only thing that made it come down to this bar, which is kind of like a bring your own liquor sort of bar, all the good stuff didn't make it. Here we go. I'm gonna be taking a shot to. Well, SK, you want to talk about why you were gone?
Yeah, well, we had a death in the family. My technically he's my ex-father-in-law, but he really isn't. You know,
Right.
my former in-laws are really just have always been really great to me, even after the divorce. And and Mike, nothing in that has changed in the slightest. And my father-in-law passed away, and it was a very sad experience, of course, but there's a lot of room for really deep memories to be created at times like this. And I feel bad for his brothers who chickened out, literally would not go to see him in the hospital when we were keeping vigil that last day. And we, as a family, you know what we did? We played his favorite card game in the hospital while that would keep him comfortable. But they said he could hear everything, so he wasn't unconscious. And so we brought in his favorite card game, which was Apples to Apples.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is cool. It's like, for those who aren't familiar, it's like the family version of Cards Against Humanity. And it was literally the only game he would play, and he loved to play it with my daughters.
Mm-hmm.
And we sat around the bed, 5 of us, and we played this game on the bed.
Oh,
and
cool.
We dealt it out on the bed, and we dealt him in every hand, and he almost won.
That figures.
And and it lightened the mood for us and for him. And what his nurse came in and he was just astonished. Are you using the bed to play cards? And we said, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, and he laughed, and he went out, and he later told my mother-in-law that he thought that was really awesome.
That is awesome.
And then, and then the next morning he was gone.
Wow, man. Whew. Okay, that's what I'm taking a shot for. I'm taking a shot for him. Yeah, let me just go and take this shot. Here we go. To SK's father-in-law.
Dwight.
Dwight.
Retired Army sergeant. And a terrific man. He loved his family, and his family loved him.
That's so awesome.
That is very cool that you were able to enjoy a game like Apples to Apples, something he was very fond of, just the night before. That's
yeah.
That'll be a precious memory forever too, though.
Mm-hmm.
It will. And his brothers could have been there. They could have been part of all of this, and they chickened out.
That's horrible, man. And I mean, why did they chicken out? Did they ever say?
Oh, they had their lame ass excuses, and I'm not cutting them any slack on this at all. These are grown ass men, and they said, "Well, we don't want to remember him that way." Well,
what?
That's just fucking bullshit.
It is freaking horrible, man. He's your dad. You gotta see him. Right?
Well, it was his brothers.
Sorry. His brother.
Yeah.
Even oh my God, it's his brother. Okay, see, I don't have a brother, but if my sister was on oh my God, if my sister was gonna die, I would have to pay her a visit. I would have to. Right?
Yep.
If
Yep.
y'all listening,
so.
if there's a loved one that's on deathbed, I mean, like, oh, you gotta pay him a visit. You got to.
In other words, even if they're not on their deathbed, you know, you should tell people in your life that are important to you.
Yes.
That
Yes.
Important.
Well, I come from a family that, you know, when somebody's in the hospital, you fucking go see them.
Yep.
Right.
That's right. Same here.
Well, unless you're like me and you don't tell them, then they have that's on me, not on them.
Yeah, well.
That's not their fault, but that's just what you do.
What kind of word describes those brothers? I mean, does bitch, those little spineless putas, does that count? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they're cowards.
The cowards. Man. They're
It's
like
selfish.
maggot tier cowards. Maggot. You know? Capital M.
Yeah.
Scum eating, bottom feeding, low life, son of a bitches. Can I emphasize that anymore? That's just horrible.
No.
Horrible. Oh my God.
You know, there was this old English film about a guy who in the British Army who was accused of cowardice and by his buddies, and they each sent him a white feather.
Ah.
I think it's called The Four Feathers or something like that.
I haven't seen it, but that premise already sounds pretty funny.
Yeah, and he in order to redeem himself, he had to earn back. You know, he had to do something noteworthy for each one of them and give them the feather back as a token that he had redeemed himself to each one separately.
Okay. That's cool. That's a cool premise. I gotta check out that movie. I gotta check that out. So that definitely explains where you've been. In case anybody was worried that SK was gone, if there's been any sort of show drama or anything like that. Everything's fine. Everything's good.
Just real life shit.
Real life shit, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, I'm glad you were able to share it, or at least willing to share it. That's a good memory. I know it's a bad memory. It's sad, but it's also.
It's not. I mean, that memory is. There's nothing sad about it. Honestly.
No. Right.
I mean, we knew where this was headed, and one of the reasons why we played the game was so that people wouldn't just sit around being sad.
Yep.
I mean, he was a pretty happy guy, and he passed away in private, actually, the next morning before anybody showed up. And my girls offered up the explanation that he didn't want us there.
No. I mean, would you? Would you want your family to see you pass away in your last moment?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to, first consider the possibility of dying. And I'm not really there yet.
You ever think about that? Do you ever think about the possibility, like what it would be like? I know it's kind of grim.
I do think about what it'd be like, but it's more about what it's like for other people.
Yeah.
Right.
Man.
It's a really weird thing, actually, because either there's an afterlife or there isn't. There's really not much in between there, and I think the scariest thing, and the reason why people believe in an afterlife, is because of the idea that if there's no afterlife, then once you die, you're not even aware that you're dead. You're just gone.
And isn't that kind of scary, or is it just what it is?
I mean, it kind of is. I mean, There's nothing. There's really, literally nothing to be afraid of. But it's at the same time, you know, the thought of not having another thought ever again is kind of freaky. Because as far as you know, you've always had thoughts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was a point in time where you didn't. I mean, like when you're.
But you didn't know about it.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think the light just turns off. I don't know. I don't know what happens afterwards. I mean, I guess you go to heaven or hell or what happened. I mean, I have no idea. But I definitely enjoy the fact that it sounds like your father-in-law and you guys were able to enjoy what he enjoyed. You had a pleasant moment before he passed. And that bond that you had with him, it sounds very strong. And, man... Isn't it interesting that it's like it's your father-in-law and not your, not your father? That happens though, huh? It's
absolutely,
like
absolutely, and
Oh, I was.
He was at least as good to me as my own father, at least.
Yeah,
maybe better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
my mother-in-law definitely was better than my own mother. It's not even close.
So, SK, what would you like to play? Or, like, is there something you would like to do? Like, if you were in his position and you were going to, like, you knew your time was limited. Going away.
What would be my last game?
Yeah, what would be your last game?
Never Have I Ever.
Never Have I Ever. Oh, that's a fun one. That is a fun one.
And then I'd be like, well, I better go do that.
You're right about that.
I've seen that happen, actually. So you want to hear about that? I was at a writer's retreat a couple of years ago, and it was hosted by this woman, this married woman, and her husband was a really cool guy. He would come, partway through and stay for a little while. He wasn't really a writer, but he liked to hang out with us. And we played, one night we played that game, Never Have I Ever. And, oh my God, the side-eye he was giving his wife during that game could have melted candles. Oh my word. Oh my he got really, really quiet.
Oh, man. I wish it was there.
Whoops.
Oh God, it got kind of uncomfortable.
What was he saying? I mean, what could he possibly say that would be so bad?
It wasn't what he was saying. It was what she was saying.
That's what she was saying.
Okay, what was she saying?
I mean, they hadn't all, they'd been married before and single at various times, so they'd only been married, I don't know, like 5-10 years.
College days.
So they had pasts.
Yeah.
Each of them. But I'm not so sure he was aware of all of it until that night.
Well, surprise.
Let me just say, as a suggestion to our audience, if you ever play that game with one of your partners, make sure that things have been properly vetted beforehand.
Or lie.
And if not, if they're not vetted, just don't be surprised. It is what it is. If you're in a relationship for that length of time, just deal with it. I guess just deal with it.
Yeah.
Just navigate it. Why not? What are you gonna do?
Well, I think things would get awkward if you thought you knew everything and then you've turned out you didn't know everything.
Like, what if you were with this chick, or like together for like 5 years, you are married and all that, and then she reveals later on that through a Never Have I Ever that, I don't know, she did like gangbangs and I mean, what would you do? Or she was like a hooker at one point. What would you do?
Well, you see, that's the thing is, if they've got, if either one of you have things in your past that you're afraid to tell them,
Mm-hmm.
then keeping that secret is just going to make it worse when the truth does come out. And it will.
True to that. True to that.
So you might as well bite the bullet up front at an appropriate time. It's not something you want to, like, say, whisper in church.
Mm-hmm.
By the
way, I used to hook. What? You were into crochet? Oh my God! I can't put crocheters.
Yes, you gotta a time and place. Time and place.
Yeah.
I mean, what about you, Becky? What would you do if the guy that you were with for 5 years, you were married, all this stuff? You find out that he had a thing for trannies, and had a few late night rendezvous encounters with them in a hotel room.
That's a good question. I would be surprised, I guess, at first, but I would hope that I would know them well enough that I would already know that.
Oh, I'm sorry. 2019's calling trans. Did I say trannies? That's inappropriate. I need to say lady boys. Lady boys. Lady boys.
Which you meant? Oh, I thought you meant he couldn't drive a manual.
Oh no!
And that would be a deal breaker for Becky.
Yeah, definitely.
Shouldn't she be the one handling the stick shift? I mean,
yes.
Every man should be adapted at manual transmission.
Yes, everyone. You know what?
Well, so what would your final game be?
Yeah. What would your?
Oh, my final game?
Mine?
Yeah. Let's do Becky first. Your final game, Becky.
Well, if I play Monopoly that goes on forever, that means I won't die until it's over, right?
Yeah, but
see, there was strategy involved here.
Is that what happened? Was God looking down and be like, "All right, apples and apples is over. Time for you to go." Is that what's happened?
Maybe that.
I don't
so
know.
in that case, you might want to try Risk. That's pretty epic.
Yeah, that'll take forever. First, gotta.
So does Monopoly.
Oh,
I don't think I ever finished a game of Monopoly.
No, I can't finish a game of Monopoly because everyone cheats. Everyone freaking cheats. They try to bribe the bank,
or they get mad and won't storm off.
Yeah, same thing with Risk. I don't think I ever completed a game of Risk because someone brings in the nukes.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I can tell you now, it would not be a video game because I would be dead in 5 seconds.
You don't die when you die. You die when you beat it. You have to beat it first, I think. Right? Don't you have to?
Oh shit!
Finish the game.
I'd be so screwed.
Well, you don't.
Well, you finish the game when you die.
That's right. So if you die, you die.
Oh.
So yeah, I would be screwed.
If you die, you die. Then I definitely don't want to play any games. I'll be done. Oh man. Then I don't know. I guess the last game I like to play.
Twister with the midgets.
Naked with oil.
Oh, fond memories. That'd be beautiful. That would be beautiful. Yeah. That's a good one. I like that.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Damn it, Kay. That was. Thanks for that. Oh my god. That was so wrong.
I probably won't even have the same midgets by then. You know? Got to change out the stock. In fact, the ones I have in the basement now are getting a little too old. They're like 30 something, 40 something. I think one's like 48. Gotta let her go. Gotta let her go.
All right.
Gotta keep my midgets like,
You're avoiding the question still.
Oh, am I? Oh, what game?
Oh,
What game I would play? I think I'd just play. Honestly,
Pictionary.
Last game to play with friends.
nobody can figure it out, Jesse. You're just scribbling. And he's all drooling out of a corner of his mouth.
That'd be it. That'd be it. No one can play that. Hell, you can't even read my handwriting. Can't even read it. Can't even read it. It'd be a video game. It would be, and it would be with my son. I don't know how old he would be then, but probably like Halo or something, like Combat Evolved, and we can like play together, beat the game, and then I could die happily after that. That'd be great. That'd be great. Oh, by the way, guys, I noticed something. When we started the stream, we already had 26 thumbs down.
Right? And we got another
one. And
one.
they hadn't even started.
We didn't even start. And the reason why we did, there was a little known troll in the chat named Bob Carl, who is gone now. And he's just a little floater. He floats around.
A floater, like a turd in the bowl?
Yeah, and then there's another account in the chat right now, Away Glitch Swan. Why are there so many? I don't know. Yeah. I think there might be a troll op going on. I don't know. Very interesting. The stream didn't even start. We didn't even have a crazy, decisive topic.
How did you know that Bob Carl was in the chat?
Because I was monitoring. I kicked him out.
Ooh, you're psychic.
Mm-hmm.
The boot.
Yeah.
Das Boot.
Yeah. He's in timeout. Actually, he's just gone. He's just gone.
Good. Good.
But a few things. No, I don't want anyone using accounts to boost thumbs up.
Yeah.
No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We'll do that the natural way.
Yeah,
anyway,
we prefer the organic, sustainable methods.
Yes, organic
garnering.
Even though I don't prefer organic in the grocery, or organic methods.
That is not what I thought you said.
Oh, what do you think we said?
Orgasmic.
Orgasmic. Wow. Well, we do prefer the orgasmic methods. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. Hey, Becky,
I thought you said I don't like the orgasmic things in the grocery, and I was like, what? Wait a minute. I missed that aisle.
Yeah, Kelly has it right. Jesse likes to attract viewers the old-fashioned way by eating bull testicles. That's right, Kelly. I earn it. I earned that. And a
live octopus.
Oh,
ugh.
Here's Bob Carl again with another freak show music. Laugh out loud, you effing dipshit. I screenshotted your comment botting on Wrath video. I have no idea what you're talking about, but you are an idiot because 26 thumbs down and we didn't even start. Dude, I don't know what you're doing, man. You're just crazy. I don't have time for him. Becky, she's a whore, dude. You could just get out, man. If you're gonna be like that, you can just get out of here. I don't have time for that stuff. Sorry about that. I had to. Wow. See, sometimes you got to be like, it has to be like Roadhouse. You have to be like Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse. You be nice until it's time to not be nice. Right?
That's right.
I'm still being nice. I told the guy to get out of the bar. He said no. So I just got rid of him. Easy. Easy
There
peasy.
you go.
Bounce his ass.
Yep. I forgot to do these announcements in the beginning, but I think the meat grinder writing contest is going to be very interesting. I'm going to do an announcement on that on Friday, so look forward to that. I'll be announcing the numbers and the placement, but I think a certain regular in that writing contest, his name is Trev Hill. He won like twice. I think he might actually be dethroned. I think someone's going to take his place.
Oh, Can I guess who?
You can.
Is it Finn Goddess?
No.
Veronica?
No, not him. No, it's someone else. Really? But they need help. They need help. I can say that much. They need help. They need to get their stories out there. I don't know what's going on. They're not getting the love, but they need to.
Hey, catch me up. What's going on? I've missed out on a bunch of shit.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
So
I know you're doing this meat grinder thing.
Okay. So sorry about that, SK. The meat grinder is the writing contest that I have going on here on Deadman's Tome. Long story short, people submit stories. A batch is released at one time. Right now we have 7 stories competing for the most points, which is measured by the unique views, the likes, and the comments. And I'm using.
Oh, this is the cage match.
Yes.
Contest, right?
The cage match, the literary blood sports, the literary blood sports. And I'm using Google Analytics to make sure I'm looking at the unique page views and not like someone just refreshing the page over and over again.
Right.
So and it's working well. I'm like, man, this is cool. Very exciting. Very exciting. They have 30 days. 30 days to accumulate all these points, and on Friday I'll run through the numbers and all that. But I think it's gonna be very interesting. I think it will be.
Awesome.
Now, one other thing we're gonna talk about tonight is drunk stories. You guys have any drunk stories?
I might.
You might.
Maybe.
That's good. Who wants to go first?
You.
I
mean, I feel like I shared so many drunk stories. I was asking my wife
3 times a week on the
air. That's true. Which, by the way, if you notice, it says donate. And $5 donation equals a shot of whiskey. I don't have whiskey on hand right now, but I do have rum. I'll take a shot of that. I'm just saying.
Text you some.
I do. I'll go ahead and take an extra shot now while I think about the story.
I'll start.
Okay.
So, you know how on some pill bottles they say "do not take with alcohol"?
Yeah.
In particular, sleeping pills.
Yeah.
They say do not. They're really unequivocal about it.
Do not.
They're just saying do not take this with alcohol. And with sleeping pills, there's a really good reason, and it's not that it's not necessarily that the combination could just stop your heart. Although that's also a possibility. What I found out by accident, and then later had confirmed by on a talk show, was that if you take a sleeping pill and you drink some alcohol and you don't go to sleep, you get a blackout episode.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord.
You said on a talk show. What talk show?
Oh, I forget. It was one. It was on Netflix. It was one of the Netflix shows.
Okay.
The name will come to me.
Okay.
Anyway, she actually did this in the presence of her psychiatrist.
Wow.
And so I didn't know that could happen. And the next morning, I woke up and there were dishes lying around that I don't remember getting anything to eat. And there were a number of signs that I had been active the night before and had no memory of.
Active in what way? Do we want to know?
I can't remember specifics. It was just, just little clues, forensic evidence that I hadn't just fallen asleep. And so in a panic, of course, I go to my phone. Did I write to somebody? And if so, what?
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
No.
Did you get engaged?
Did you sent a drunk text? You sent a blackout text.
I did.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
No.
I did.
Wait, were you married at the time? Were you married at the time?
I was. No.
Oh, okay.
I was not married. I was not. I did not have a significant other. I sent the text to a friend of mine who was trying to. She was kind of trying to set me up with a friend of hers.
Oh.
And I read this thing and I went, holy shit, this is really good. And I reformatted it into a poem and I named it after the sleeping pill. I call it Sonata.
Look at that. Sonata.
You want me to read it?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, go right ahead. Let's see how good this is.
All right, here it goes. I see her, not on a gloat box, casting attention 100 directions at once. Great magic show. But I glimpse her tools, and they are good. She is good. Pure heart, no facades. I don't see a future, I see a possibility. I see backstage when the rings and the heels come off. The rumble tumble is awkward hesitation the rumble tumble is the awkward hesitation to let an unknown cross into the circle. Trust it's slow. Romance trails miles behind. Oh, I need her brain, no question. I have holes to fill in my life. The beautiful chaos of mixing our minds disrupts plans laid out for years. There will be hell to pay when we know each other. Destruction for miles. Send out the invitations. The end.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Hey, Becky, analyze that. What's going on there?
No. No,
Katie,
I'm not.
How drunk do you think SK was during that? I mean,
I wasn't very drunk. It was just being in the blackout state.
Wow.
Blackout drunk.
Blackout drunk as we did it.
It would, if I'd only had the alcohol, I would not even have been very drunk at all. It was the combination. It was the combination with the sleeping pill. Do not do that.
Yeah, don't do that at all. Don't do that at all.
At all.
Hold on.
But
okay.
Dang, I really like
someone out of the chat real fast too. First off, this is Bob Carl. He's back again. I kicked him out twice. He's back in with another account.
By the way, he's not showing up in the public.
He should be showing up now.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
First off, what happened to the offer of me coming on the show? Oh, I don't let people who hide behind an anonymous name just come on. Nah, you're not coming on. Ever. So maybe it's who's you full of shit. Second, why don't you ask Becky to talk about the fact that she was kicked out? She wasn't kicked out of the Heart Writers Association.
No.
So that's a flat out lie right there. Third, how the F am I going to give you 29 dislikes? You can't. I don't know, dude. But you know what? You could just get out. First off, Bob Carl's the sort of guy who's
I can prove it. I have
what?
the email from the Horror Writers Association.
Yeah. You know what, Bob Carl?
And I am a member. Look it up.
Bye. Okay. Anyway. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had to do another Patrick Swayze move and get him out. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Sorry about that. So, yeah, man, you got lucky. That could have been... Well, you said something that poetic. Let me ask you. Did the text lead anywhere?
Well, so, again, that was, talking about this other person that my friend was trying to set me up with.
Yeah.
And we did meet, and it didn't go anywhere. She was actually... just starting to see somebody else, so it never really panned out. She seemed really interesting, though. It just didn't work out.
That's a shame. Well, that happens like that.
I'm not willing to mix sleeping pills and alcohol to write like that anymore.
No.
Although it was, I felt pretty impressed and wish that I could write like that without assistance.
I don't think I've ever written a story or a novel or anything drunk, but I have. I was thinking, have I ever wrote anything drunk at all? And it just dawned on me. Term papers. for grad school. Yes. Totally yes. I was writing while drunk.
And how did those grades turn out?
Great. Fantastic.
Awesome.
I mean, of course, I had to edit it sober afterwards, but
right?
It was freaking-tastic. But some of the most out there stuff was while writing high. That was weird. I was like, I have no idea what the hell. That's a whole other subject. But yeah, writing drunk, as long as I have like the stuff researched, I can go into it. I'm pretty. I don't know how to really say it. I just it's like there's no inhibition. It's all gone. So it's spewing out. Of course, like I said, I have to go in and make sense of it, give it structure, because it's just one big paragraph.
And then.
And then. And then, and then.
And
then after I finished it and I turned it in paper format, they're like, "Were you drunk while writing this? Why would you ask? Why would you ask? Because there's rings on the freaking paper." Those whiskey rings. No, I'm good. Not that big of a problem. But as far as drinking stories go, I don't know. I feel like I share so many, so I'm gonna have to like pull one, because I shared the one where I drank like a bottle of this stuff called gin, not gin, but this liquor called JEN. And I drank the whole bottle, and I just vomited.
In the us city folks pronounce JEN, Jen.
Jen.
Like as in Jennifer.
Yeah, as in Jennifer.
Not Jennifer, Jen.
Oh.
E. It's a fucking E, man.
Oh,
not an I.
Okay, wait. I really don't know. I'm hearing it the same way. Jen.
Yeah, that's because you're saying it the same way.
Oh. Well, how else am I supposed to say it? This is like Becky with his poem.
Shut up.
Jen.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying.
Jen.
Yeah, Jen. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. I was asking my wife, what story could I possibly share? She was like, tell that one. I was like, I already told that one. So I guess I could tell you about the time a sober story, where a crazy sober story.
Oh my God.
Where we threw a rock at a hobo. On the beach of Galveston. We were just wanting to make sure he was alive. Because I mean, we were drinking that night.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. We were drinking that night, but we weren't drunk. We were walking along the seawall, and
so the way to possibly tell if a person is dead or alive is to cause brain injury.
Well, I mean, I wasn't implying. Oh, sorry, I wasn't. My intent wasn't to cause brain injury, but I mean, it maybe.
Well, but I mean, how good is your aim? You can't even pronounce Jen.
It was pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, so we're walking along the seawall, and they have these steps going up, of course, you know. And one of them, there was like this black dude. He was like passed out on these steps. Like he was, like it didn't even look like he was sleeping. Like he didn't have his head like cupped, like leaning against his hands or anything. He was just like sprawled out, just passed out.
Like he'd fallen?
Like he had fallen and blacked out or something. So
okay.
We were all looking at it. It was me. Do I want to name names? Because this might be a crime. It was me and three other people when I happened to be in
You might as well pull some people down with you while you're at it.
I might as well. Okay. We had a few of the midgets there. In fact, you know what? We're writing on midgets. That's how we got there. Okay. We saw him. So one guy poked him with a stick and he didn't stir. I'm like, whoa, he might be dead. We got to find out. So, I mean, the seawall doesn't have a lot of rocks. I just picked up like what if with like a clump of sand and whatever and just tossed it at him. And tossed it, heard a sound, and started running. Kind of getting out of there. We don't know if he was alive or dead. At that point, we're like not sure.
How old were you? Like 32.
I can't. My attorney's looking at me and saying that's not very wise. It was last
year.
You know what? Yeah, it was actually 5 months ago.
Can you blame it on youthful exuberance?
You know, I think that night. I think what happened was. Yeah, that night, actually, that morning, I woke up thinking, you know what? I'm going to throw a clump of sand at a homeless person. That's why I was thinking. You know what? I was so angry. I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
I know it's way down on my list, my list, but damn it, I'm going to do it.
No. To this day, we don't know if he was dead or alive exactly, but
he said he made sounds.
Yeah, but I mean, he could have
been a death rattle.
Yeah. I mean, he could have been a zombie or something. Who knows? I mean, shit.
Florida man washed ashore in Galveston.
And that was a sober story.
Wow.
I should have been drunk during that. Okay. Becky, what do you got?
No, God.
Criminal?
I'm sure half of it was, but
come on, Becky, incriminate yourself. Tonight's the night.
Well, no, I told you all about setting up the tent, didn't I?
Set up the tent. I think so.
Burning down the tent?
No, setting it up. We were camping and a whole bunch of us got drunk.
Yeah, I don't know that I've heard this story.
Yeah, tell it again. Tell it again.
Okay, a whole bunch of us were camping, and we might have kind of had a keg, and we weren't supposed to where we were camping, but anyway, we did anyway. And
might have kind of had a
kind of sorta did, you know. Anyway, well, I was a little. I was feeling it, you know, and so the idiot that I was with, you know, set up the tent and he hollered and told me to come help him. So I went over there, and he handed me the tent stakes, and I said, "Well, what the hell do you want me to do with these?"
Oh, the tent stake story. Yes, I love
that. And so he told me, I said, "Well, what am I supposed to do with these?" And he goes, "Well, put one in each corner." And I said, "Okay." He goes, I said, "How am I supposed to get them down in the ground?" And he goes, "Just push them down with your hand and then step on them." And I was like, "Yeah, right. Like that's going to work." But okay. So I did. And a little while later, the wind started blowing and our tent blew halfway across the campground. Now, I'm not talking about our camp. I'm talking about the campground. I mean, and he's like, "What in the fucking hell happened?" And I was like, he goes, "Didn't you do what I told you to?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." And he goes, "And you fastened the little rings to it?" And I was like, "Well, no, you didn't tell me I was supposed to do that." I did what he told me to, though.
You did.
Did you have, and you didn't put anything in the tent?
No, there wasn't anything in the tent at that point in time, no.
Well, okay.
But
wow, that is it. I do blame him for that, actually.
Well, I mean,
you followed his instructions.
I did exactly what he told me to.
He should have demonstrated the first one.
He should have drawn me a roadmap.
No, just say, "See, watch while I do this. Now here's 3 more. Go do those."
Well, being how I was drunk, he is very lucky that I didn't put him through the edge of the tent.
Another tip for our listeners: put up the tent before you get plastered.
Mm-hmm.
Another tip: don't let Becky help you build anything.
Hey.
Unless it's an engine.
Yeah, there you go. That is true. I'm good at taking things apart, but depends on what it is we're putting back together. Not so much.
Yeah, can't even trust you with a tent. Oh man,
I know. I'm just not very useful.
My youngest daughter would take things apart when she was little. We'd come home and we'd find.
Hold on, this guy.
Things just.
Another troll account. Like, what the hell? Let me just remove him. You see that?
Hold on.
You see that?
I don't see it.
No, you should see it. I'm looking at the same chat everyone else would be. Oh, I'm on. Maybe it's because I'm on live chat instead of top chat. I think top chat it doesn't show. Yeah, top chat it doesn't show. That's why. If you're on live chat, it shows everything. Let me just go ahead and get rid of that fast.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Will B. Oh, that's Will Bernard. That guy. That loser. Okay, let's go ahead and hide this. Man.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was that Kelly Evans troll.
Yeah, Kelly Evans, man. She keeps trolling us. Will Bernard, and then I guess Bob Carl are uniting and combining their powers to become
bigger.
Powers, that's hilarious.
Yeah. They're next thing you know, Italian Boomhauer will join them. I mean, seriously, guys.
No, he likes us. But he likes us. We were nice to him.
He does.
Yes.
He still wants me to help him out. I know. I wonder if he. I don't know. Anyway, sweatiest movie. What's the sweatiest movie ever?
Yeah.
We have some really great comments.
Yeah, but what do you think?
Let's hear some.
By
the way,
first.
Ralph Moody is not allowed to win. He's banned from winning for a month.
No, I'm sorry, but I already know who wins this one. But go ahead. Anyway, okay. Some of the ones from our group is the first one is Debbie Does Dallas.
That's what my wife said. My wife was like, it's gonna be a porn or something. I was like, nah. Porn might have sexy moment. It might have sweaty moments, but it's not the sweatiest movie. Come on. Anyway, The Predator.
Predator.
Oh, that's
Rocky
a good one.
4.
Wait.
9.5.
Is that the Predator with Bill Cosby? Or is that the Predator with Arnold?
I think it would be the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I don't have time to bleed.
9.5 weeks.
What about Die Hard?
You know, I have
not on there yet. Hold on.
I have to vote against Die Hard.
What?
No.
There wasn't enough sweat for you?
Bruce Willis is the only sweaty guy in the movie. Doesn't count.
What about Indiana Jones? Indy is constantly sweaty throughout the whole. His face is glistening with sweat. Even in the university scene, it's like, how hot is it in that classroom? He's sweaty all the time. And then when they, what about Indiana Jones? You can just pick one. Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah. Maybe so. What about? Do we have more from the comments?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't mean to.
That's okay.
I did.
Then there was this. Yeah, I know why too. Then there was this nice lady that made a comment that says, Jesse mentioned a movie called Magic Mike. I've never heard of it, but he got pretty excited about it.
Oh, it's my favorite. My favorite movie. I love Magic Mike.
Well, see, I think the commenter is confused between a sweaty movie and a movie that makes Jesse sweaty.
Wait, isn't that what we're talking about? The movie that makes us the most sweaty?
Well,
because I get pretty sweaty when I watch
not the way you. It's not the way you phrased it originally.
Yeah.
Well, I can't even pronounce Jen right, so I mean, do you trust how I pronounce things? How I phrase things?
All right, what else?
True Romance, written by Quentin Tarantino. Roadhouse. Airplane.
Yeah, stop you right there. These are sweaty, but do we have a Ben-Hur or an Alien on that list?
Did you say Ben-Hur?
No.
I did. I said Ben-Hur.
Ben or Bend?
He said bin, like, trash bin.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, because I'm not pronouncing my E's right. Oh, come on.
No.
Wait, Ben. B-E-N.
Listen,
Ben.
Right.
I'm just picking on you because Becky hasn't said anything new and interesting today.
Wait a minute, Ben. What's the difference between
Ben and
how
Ben?
he's saying it? How is it supposed to be said?
Well, they're spelled with different vowels, right?
Well, no shit, but they're pronounced the same.
Ben. I mean, how would you? I don't hear the difference. Like, Ben. I don't.
Oh, you're killing me. Oh, you guys.
How are you supposed to pronounce it then? Tell me how you pronounce it.
Yeah, let's hear it, smart butt.
Come on.
Oh, man, let me catch my breath. You see,
Bean her.
Ben. So how do you has been?
Ben
What do you
whore.
say? Has been. Like bend without the D, right? Ben.
Yeah, Ben. Ooh, it sounds the same. What the hell? Like, what? I really don't hear the difference.
I actually believe you. I know that you don't hear.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I know that's what cracks me up.
I don't know. Maybe it's a Southern thing. I don't know. Maybe it's all that.
So there's also a thing where people have different modalities that they are most proficient in. Some is the audio channel. Some it's a visual channel. Like many artists are visual. Musicians tend to be audio, and athletes tend to be kinesthetic.
Okay.
So obviously, you guys are not.
Yeah, this sounds like a brainy way of getting. Yeah. Okay.
And there's not one better than another.
Sounds like a brainy way of saying I'm a dumbass. Yeah. Got it.
You're probably more visual.
Yeah, I guess. Ben, like, Kelly's like Ben, like sin. Ben like hen, Ben, sin. But you know what? I probably say hen the wrong way too. I probably say hen like it's like the wrong way. How am I pronouncing hen, SK? Am I pronouncing hen the right way? Huh? Is hen? Does it sound right? Is hen sound like Ken? Is it the right way for you? Huh? Is it not proper enough for you? Huh? What's going on here? If I say I need to go out there and feed my hens, do you understand what I'm saying? Or is it confusing? If I go, oh man, I watch, how you been? How you been? Does that make sense, or is that confusing? It's like, oh man, you didn't pronounce it right.
It's it's just how you are. I'm not going to say it's right or wrong. As long as you are understood. I guess that's a pretty high bar, though.
Okay. I'm actually just messing. I really don't care. Anyway, Ben-Hur with the sweaty beards, and you got Alien with all the freaking sweat, buckets of sweat. What else we got here? What else on the list?
Ben-Hur.
Airplane.
Okay.
Roadhouse.
Oh, Roadhouse is sweaty. Yeah. Oh, because I've seen when Patrick
Rocky.
Swayze. Rocky is very sweaty.
Yeah.
SK said anything with Mickey Rourke in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But to be fair, I'm not sure if his movies are sweaty, if he just makes me want to shower afterwards.
Yes. Yes and yes.
Man. Kelly did bring up a good point. A lot of the sweat in Alien is drool. Not
what's on Sigourney Weaver, though.
No, she is rather
sweaty in that
glistening.
movie. Yeah, she is. Throughout the whole thing. But so is Indy. Like I said, Indiana Jones is constantly sweaty throughout the whole thing. Well, no, there's one part where he's cleaned up.
What about, like, body heat?
Wait, hold on. You're about to sway me, but in Indiana Jones, they were in the desert. They were in Egypt for a while. And even starts off where he's going into a cave and like some freaking jungle and like humid heat. I don't know how hot it gets in a spaceship in space, but it did look.
Well, it depends on if the AC is working or not, and a lot of it could be anxiety. And there was plenty of reason for Sigourney to have, elevated anxiety levels, wouldn't you say?
Maybe, yeah. But that's one person. You pretty much have one I mean, the rest of the cast dies. You have one person with Indiana Jones. Pretty much every character looks sweaty. Even like the native guys in the beginning, they looked all sweaty. Even what's her name? His kind of love interest, and I'm talking about Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Aaron Black.
Yeah, she looks sweaty. Then again, she was kind of drunk in that. She was supposed to be like plastered in that scene, and that was in snow. Why were they sweaty? In a snow
in Mongolia or whatever it was.
Oh, and of course, Kelly reminds me of Predator. Man, everyone's freaking
Predator.
sweaty in that
That
movie.
was one of my first picks.
That's a village. That's a jungle.
They were out in the jungle. They were all sweating all the time.
Yeah, and then ooh, man.
Now, Body Heat was set in like Nolans or something like that.
Body Heat. The movie.
Kathleen Turner.
Okay. Yeah. Let me. It's been a while since I see Body Heat.
Kelly Evans says Apocalypse Now, and I'm thinking about that, and she might have a fair point. That's a pretty sweaty movie.
What do you think?
Hey, here's a question nobody's bothered to ask. Why are we doing this?
Oh, because why not? Why not?
Okay. That's good enough reason.
Apocalypse Now. Oh yeah, that's super sweaty. That's so sweaty.
Yeah. I mean, Martin Sheen starts off in his underwear because it's so hot.
Yeah. Holy hell.
By the way, Indiana Jones is in that movie.
He is in that movie.
You remember that? Harrison Ford has a small part in the beginning.
He does. Huh. And he's glistening in that scene too. How the hell? Oh man. Okay. Hold on. That might be a winner.
Do you think Harrison Ford ever went to a director and said, "No, see all this sweating? I'm not doing this movie."
No. It's more like if they're sweating, I'm gonna be in that movie.
You think it's a requirement?
Yeah, it's definitely a requirement.
He's like, I did this space movie and I did no sweating and it didn't really work out, so I got to sweat now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Becky? You be quiet.
I still think Die Hard is.
What? Hold on. Die Hard is sweatier than the Predator. Or Apocalypse Now.
No. Well, I haven't seen Apocalypse Now.
Oh.
Just think, Kelly Evans brought Tropic Thunder. Just think Tropic Thunder. Even Tropic Thunder is probably sweatier. Let's say more sweatier. Sweatier than Die Hard.
Rambo.
Is Rambo sweatier than Die Hard?
Definitely, yes. You're like Rambo 3.
Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. I love Die Hard. Great film. But
yeah, it's not constant sweat. It has moments of sweat, which is the drawback with like Airplane. It has like one sweaty scene.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Kelly brought up a good point. It has a lot of glass, a lot of bloody glass. If we're talking about the movie with the most
Kickboxer. Yeah, isn't that Jean-Claude Van Damme movie?
Yeah.
What's that? Isn't that it? Yeah.
They allowed him to perspire?
Well, I kind of think so. That's still a long time ago. I don't remember, but I kind of think so.
Huh. Kickboxer.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I haven't... yeah, that's pretty... some sweaty stuff right there. But... yeah, it's sweaty beefcakes just fighting each other.
Edmund Stone brings up Jean-Claude Van Johnson. Have you seen that?
No.
It's a show. It's hilarious.
All right, I gotta check that one out.
Kelly says they're probably sweating in Jaws, but you couldn't tell because they were wet most of the time.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know, man. I think we're going to have to
I might
come to a conclusion
have to,
on this. We're going to have to come to an agreement somehow.
What's your top name of the ones that have been mentioned? Top 3. Everybody picks top 3.
Top 3. Okay, I'll go with Predator.
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now. And then what else? Alien,
Rambo,
Rambo,
or Rocky.
or Rocky. Man, out of all of them, out of those, I would have to say which one has it where which one has the most scenes where it's just like a bunch of sweat. Like Apocalypse Now.
I gotta go with Predator. Actually,
Predator. Because you're constantly in the jungle.
You're constantly in the jungle. Everybody is always sweating.
Yeah. Is the Predator sweating? He's pretty slick looking. But
well, you can't. He's got a suit.
Yeah, you can't really tell. Oh wait, and of course,
you know he's wearing that suit. He has to be warm in the jungle.
Oh my god!
It could be climate controlled. It does all kinds of other shit.
Do you want to test that out? Would you want to test
that
out?
Hell no.
Would you want to smell him?
Ew.
Oh, God, that's gross.
That's gnarly.
I think I would lean Predator as well. Apocalypse Now has my interest, but Predator is... Yeah, I would go Predator as well. What do you think, Becky?
Predator.
Oh, look, we actually came to an agreement on something. Predator.
What?
All right, look at
Predator
that.
for the win.
Predator for the
Holy
win.
shit.
Look at that. Okay.
With honorable mention to Apocalypse Now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And of course, the other movies that we mentioned. Look, there's a lot of sweaty movies, a lot of good sweaty movies. But yeah. And SK, you mentioned why even do this? Why even do this? Of course, this show.
I was just curious if there was a reason.
Oh no, there's a reason. There's always a reason. This episode is pretty much a throwback to Cheers. That's kind of what it is. And I'm looking right now at the thumbnail, and I see a problem with it. You know what problem I see?
Oh God.
They're
old.
No. The problem I see is Becky really a Diane Chambers? Is she really a Diane, or is she more of a Carla?
I'm Norm.
You're Norm.
Norm!
You probably would.
Or wait a minute, what's his name? The one that Woody Harrelson played.
Woody?
Woody.
Yeah.
Woody.
Oh, well, yep.
He's so bright,
he's not
they had
real,
to give him a character
bright.
that was his real name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, no, what do you think about SK's, you think SK is like a coach character?
Yeah.
Or
he's the one
Cliff.
with he's the one with the life book. Yeah, he'd be Cliff. Yeah.
Okay, now the real question is are you the right character?
Probably not. I'm not no Sam Malone. No. No, I don't think so. I thought I would be more like a Norm.
Jesse's Carla.
I'm Carla. I do have a buttload of kids.
You're not tall enough.
You guys don't think I'm like a Rebecca? I'm not a Rebecca Howell. Or,
No.
no? Okay, I'm not that. Okay.
No.
All right.
You don't have the legs for it.
I don't have the legs. Oh, you haven't seen my legs.
How do you know?
I have some amazing calves.
How do you know?
I got some thick thighs too. I'm sorry.
Honest to God, though, doesn't everybody wish that there was some place that they could go. It doesn't have to be a bar. Just some place. So as soon as you walked in, you'd get a Norm type reception.
Yes. Yes. I wish that existed. And that's why I wanted to do this episode.
You just want to go in there and have everybody just shouts your name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because yesterday I was rewatching some Cheers episodes, and I was like, man, we gotta do this. I guess maybe it was the theme song or just the vibe over and over again. I was like, man,
Kelly says Jesse is Norm.
Yeah, I thought it would be Norm too.
That's a good point. Kelly said that SK is Frasier.
He might, yeah. With the way he got onto us about our pronunciation, he would be a fucking Frasier.
Yeah,
he's a goddamn Frasier. So we're all like the side characters. We're not Sam and we're not Diane. Well, I don't know about S. Who are you, Becky? Are you Diane? Oh my God. Are you Diane? Maybe you're Rebecca. Are you Rebecca?
She said she was Norm.
We can't both be Norm.
Not Norm. I was kidding.
She's the female Norm.
No. I'm probably more. I'm a dingbat, so it's probably. I don't know.
You need a Diane. Yeah.
Yes, we all do.
I think Kelly might be a Diane. I think Kelly's probably a Diane.
Yeah.
She's probably a Diane. She would be a Diane. She's the smart one. And I like how no one argues against that. It's like, yeah, she's a smart one. Yeah. I was just watching Cheers episodes. What a credit episode that had a good vibe. I was like, in SK's coming back. He was dealing with some stuff. I was like, we got to have a positive show and talk about just the stuff that we've been going through, some good memories, share some stories, just have a good time, relax, not worry about a guest, not worry about... We didn't really talk about horror much at all today. Our writing.
No.
Nope. We did a little bit of writing. You talked about poetry. Drunk poetry.
Blackout writing.
Yeah. So, I think it was a pretty good show. Even though it already had like 26, 29, probably 30, maybe 40, 50 dislikes already by someone who claimed to not have troll counts, but apparently is... I don't know what's going on with him. But, yeah, if you made it this far, definitely press the thumbs up. Definitely would love it. Share this episode out to anyone who just wants to have a good time. Come to a show, a podcast where it's about good vibes. And a place where everyone knows their name. Like just about everyone in the chat, I know who all you guys are. You guys are good. I like seeing you guys. I do.
Everyone may know your name, but these two will mispronounce it for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's going to happen. Hell,
Damn it, SK.
Apparently, I mispronounced Ben and hen. And, what else did I mispronounce?
You actually said it right. How'd you do that?
Stop
You were
it.
thinking about it, weren't you?
Stop it. I did not say it right, because I don't think it said it any differently. What are you talking about? Stop it. Oh man. But
oh
yeah.
my god.
All right, ladies.
This has been a lot of fun.
I'm glad.
I needed this.
I'm glad. Anytime, SK. Are we gonna have a real monsters this week?
Yes, we are.
Good.
And we will have a guest this week. Kelly Evans.
Ooh.
Will be on the show.
Kelly.
She's
and
good.
I'd like to announce early that we are dedicating the month of May on Real Monsters to
Wait,
women killers. Help us.
Isn't it already serial killers?
To help us.
Don't most serial killers kill women? Oh, you mean women killers? I thought you meant women.
Women killers.
That were killed. Okay.
Women Women who kill.
Women who kill. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha. Yeah.
And, you know, it's to help celebrate Mother's Day.
Nice. How was your mom, SK?
What's that?
How was your mom? How was your childhood? Oh, okay. How was your childhood?
And that's just fine.
Oh, man. But I like that. Okay, that's cool. All right. Well.
Okay. So we're gonna
gentlemen,
have Kelly on this week, and we are gonna talk about a female killer this week.
Nice. Well.
And I cannot pronounce the name.
oh, you're not getting off the hook. Go ahead and try.
I can't pronounce it because I can't remember it.
Oh. Well.
Kelly, who are we talking about? Come on, Kelly. Whatever.
You're talking about nobody. No, I don't know. But I look forward to the show. Oh, Delphine. Huh.
Yeah, Delphine Delary.
Delphine Delary? Yeah. I'm not even pronouncing that right. It's Delphine Delare. That's how you pronounce it.
Lalare. Delphine Lalare.
Lalare. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Delphine Lalare.
Yeah, she was a piece of work.
I bet so. Maybe Delphine, is that a real name? Or is that someone trying to, like, it looks like, no, that looks fake. That's a real name?
Yeah, real name.
Horrible. Do you know anyone in real life named Delphine?
You know, yeah, if you got named like that, you'd probably end up murdering people too.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably. I would. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Press that thumbs up button, subscribe, like, share, all that. I think we're good. I think we're good to go.
Tell all your friends.
Yeah, definitely.